Maybe you have a new job that takes you to a new city, or maybe you just want to move out of your old city. Depending on your circumstances, you might find yourself having to start a new life in a new city. When you find yourself in a new city you're unfamiliar with, it can be tough knowing where to start, so this video will go over 10 tips on how to start a new life in a new city. 1. Use your network to see if someone you know lives there. Even if you are in a new city, there's a good chance you might know someone. Use your network and ask if any of the people you know are living in that city. If no one in your network lives there, see if a friend of a friend lives there. The reason why you want to know someone that lives there is because making friends as an adult can be hard. If you can get started by knowing someone, you can build your community easier. If you start out without knowing anyone, you would have to hang out with a lot of people in order to find the ones you click with. Instead, if you know someone, even if your interests might not align, they can introduce you to other people who you might get along with. Meeting new people through friends can save you a lot of time and stress. It's efficient and you won't be worrying about not knowing anyone. 2. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. When you move to a new city, you will have expectations for how things are supposed to be and how your new life will look like. Instead of trying to focus only on your master plan, you should be more open to all the unexpected opportunities and say yes to some of them. You shouldn't be picky about opportunities, because you might even find something enjoyable or meet someone interesting. Unless you are really busy, you should try to attend as many events as you can. Don't worry about whether or not you will enjoy it. Just attend, and if you don't like it there, you can leave after a while. Whenever you say yes to an invitation, you're opening yourself to new experiences and new people, which will inform you about how things are in this city. 3. Be a regular and establish a routine. During your first couple of days, every day brings a sense of discovery and surprise. You'll most likely be exploring the city and trying new things. Trying new things is great and all, but at some point, you'll need to settle down and be a regular at some places. As humans, we all like things that are familiar to us. That's why everyone has a go-to restaurant, or a go-to bar, or a go-to coffee shop. When you start life over in a new city, you will need to find your go-to spots as well. There are 2 reasons why you want to be a regular at some places. The first reason is that you establish a routine which can make you more productive. For example, if you're picking a go-to coffee shop, you can optimize it so that you pick one that's close to you to save time. The second reason is that by becoming a regular, you'll get to know the people working there. You might be able to get some special deals or make some friends this way. 4. Leave your wallet at home. When you first start over in a new city, you might find yourself spending a lot and maybe even going over your budget. Going out to eat and drink can be very expensive, but the good news is that there are other ways to have fun without spending money. You can go to the park to exercise, or you can attend some free events that spark your interests. Find something free that sparks your interest and go for it. 5. Recreate yourself. If you're starting a new life in a new city, you have the perfect opportunity to recreate yourself. You have a completely fresh start and no one knows how you usually act in a new city. Do you want to be seen as an outgoing person instead of the shy kid you used to be? Do you want to be known for your work instead of your family name? By moving to a new city, you can recreate your identity since no one knows who you were back then. It's a lot easier to recreate yourself when you start a new life in a new city because no one really knows you. If you try to recreate yourself back where you used to live, people might think you are acting out of character, but things are different when you have a fresh start. You can show people whatever side of yourself that you want without being judged too harshly. 6. Stay connected with your friends and family back home. One of the hardest parts of moving to a new city is leaving behind the people you're close with. Even if you are introverted, having friends and family readily available to connect with is important to your happiness and mental health. You need to be ready to put in the extra effort to maintain a long-distance relationship. When you are starting a new life, you will often find yourself alone. If you want some company, you're going to have to call up your friends and family back home. Having someone to talk to will help keep you sane. 7. Give yourself a year to acclimate. When you move to a new city, there will be moments where you doubt yourself. You might start thinking that moving was a terrible idea and come up with all sorts of reasons to justify why. Moving is not easy, and adjusting to a new city can be painful. Whenever you have these doubts, remind yourself that you're still transitioning and that you should wait a year before making a judgment. 8. Don't be afraid of doing things alone. Doing activities with people you know is fun and all, but there will be times where no one you know is free to hang out with. If you don't want to stay home, you should go out alone. Doing things alone can be satisfying and empowering. You can also meet new people if you carry yourself well and you are naturally curious. If you are worried about being alone out in public, just muster up some courage and go for it. The first few times might feel strange, but if you keep doing it, you'll eventually grow into your own skin. Doing things alone can help you be more comfortable with who you are. 9. Avoid chains as much as possible, specifically restaurants. You'll never experience new places or tastes if you keep going to places you have already been to. Why would you go to McDonald's in your new city when you have been to McDonald's a million times before back in your old city? You're doing yourself a major disservice by going to a chain instead of a local place. While you're settling into your new city, you should put a ban on places you are all too familiar with and fire up your inner adventurer. You need to be open to try all kinds of new things. After all, it kinda defeats the purpose of moving to a new city if you're just going to do things you could have done in your old city. 10. Master the practicalities of getting around. This one is kind of a given, but I decided to include it in the video. The first order of business whenever you move to a new city is to know how to get places and where all the important locations are. There are many questions that need to be answered, like, where is the nearest grocery store? And how do I get to work? And is it more cost effective to get a car or take public transportation? Do the research and figure out how to get around. While you're at it, you can also walk around to explore the city. Walking around allows you to see all the small details and experience the place in a different way from taking public transportation or driving. Starting a new life in a new city can be tough. If you use the tips mentioned in this video, your transition into your new life can be easier. Which tip was your favorite? Leave a comment below and check out the video shown on the end screen about how to start over in life if you want general information about starting over in life.